Good morning, Cullman. Thank you for joining us on Cullman Today. I'm your host, Christine Wiggins, and today is Monday, February 9th. Coming up on Cullman Today, a deadly crash on Highway 157 and what police say happened at Childhaven Road, plus a leadership change at Cullman Economic Development. We'll tell you who the council tapped to take the helm. And a familiar face in Cullman takes on a new leadership role at Wallace State's Future Foundation. All this plus sports, weather, and more. Now let's take a closer look at the top stories happening in Cullman today. A motorcyclist was killed Sunday afternoon in a crash with a semi-truck at the intersection of Alabama Highway 157 and Childhaven Road. The Cullman Police Department Traffic Homicide Unit and the Alabama Law Enforcement Agency are investigating. Cullman police say a semi-truck pulling a trailer was traveling southbound on 157 and attempted to turn left onto County Road 1339, also known as Childhaven Road, when it collided with a motorcycle traveling northbound on Highway 157. Cullman Police Traffic Homicide Investigators and a commercial vehicle enforcement trooper responded to work the crash and document the scene. The motorcycle operator died as a result of the collision. The driver of the semi-truck was not injured. No names or additional details have been released at this time as the investigation continues. The Cullman City Council has tapped Jamie Troutman as interim director of the Cullman Economic Development Agency following the January 12th resignation of longtime director Dale Greer. City leaders said Troutman is expected to be formally named director at the council's first meeting in February. Troutman previously served as CEDA's assistant director and worked alongside Greer for many years. During that time, she took on major responsibilities in business recruitment, governmental affairs, and long-term strategic initiatives at the local, state, and national levels. Cullman Mayor Woody Jacobs said Troutman's experience has positioned her well for the transition, noting her work building relationships with partners and agencies and serving as a liaison with leaders in Montgomery and Washington. Jacobs also said Troutman has made supporting existing local business and industry a priority, along with recruitment, retention, and expansion efforts. City officials said Troutman's selection provides continuity for the agency as it moves forward, with a focus on maintaining economic momentum and long-term stability in Cullman. Cullman Regional Airport Director Ben Harrison has been named president of the Wallace State Community College Future Foundation. Harrison is a Cullman native and has led operations at Cullman Regional Airport since joining the airport in 2012. Before moving into aviation, he spent 5 years with American Bicycle Group in Chattanooga before returning home. Wallace State is also a family connection for Harrison. He and his wife Cheryl are Wallace State alumni, and their children, Sophie and Cole, are alumni as well. The Future Foundation supports Wallace State students by helping ease the cost of education and expanding opportunities through fundraising and community support. Officials said Harrison is passionate about the foundation's mission and focused on strengthening pathways for students across the region. In addition to his leadership roles, Harrison is active in the community and enjoys outdoor recreation in his spare time, including mountain biking, wake surfing, and golf. And that's all for our top stories this morning. Coming up, a buzzer beater sparked a court rush for Cullman. Plus, Holly Pond and Vinemont are headed for an area title showdown. Sports is next. Welcome back. We've got a big pair of high school basketball wins to tell you about. Cullman punched its ticket to the area championship in style, and in Class 3A, both Holly Pond and Vinemont advanced to set up a title game showdown. Cullman closed out Saturday's area semifinal with an exclamation point, beating Mortimer Jordan 82-44. With seconds left and the Bearcats up big, the student section called for junior guard Warren Pitts. Pitts checked in, caught the ball at the top of the key, and buried a deep buzzer beater to cap the win, sparking a court rush and a celebration from teammates. Sam Duro led Cullman with 23 points, while Brooks Lofton and Gray Hopper added 14 each. After Mortimer Jordan hung around early, Cullman's inside scoring and a strong third quarter opened the game up. Next up, the Bearcats will face Jasper on Tuesday night at 7 p.m. for the area championship. Jasper beat Cullman twice in January. The Class 3A Area 11 girls tournament semifinals were played Friday night at Vinemont with 2 spots in the championship on the line. In the opener, Holly Pond took control early, built a double-digit halftime lead, and held off Locust Fork for a 52-39 win. Sadie Nail led the Lady Broncos with 18 points, and Ava Thomas and Madison Butts added 12 each. In the nightcap, Vinemont jumped out to a double-digit lead and never looked back, rolling past Hansville 71-39. Reagan Robinson led the Lady Eagles with 26 points, and Caroline Miller added 13, and Addison Holcomb scored 10. Next up, Vinemont will face Holly Pond in the area championship game tonight at 6 p.m. And that wraps up sports for today. Coming up next, Superhero Science hits Cullman City Primary, how students learn the real science behind superpowers. Plus, trucks, boats, and more. Alabama's latest online surplus auction opened this weekend. Welcome back. Now it's time to speed things up with a news rundown. 4 stories in under 4 minutes. Congressman Robert Aderholt has opened his 2026 4th Congressional District Art Competition for high school students in Cullman County and across the district. Students in grades 9 through 12, including homeschoolers, can submit original artwork, painting, drawing, collage, prints, mixed media, photography, or computer-generated art by 4 p.m. April 8th to one of Aderholt's district offices. A panel of local art professionals will judge entries on creativity, skill, and originality. Category winners will receive scholarship offers to Wallace State Community College. The overall Best of Show will be displayed in the U.S. Capitol for about a year, and the student will be honored at a reception in Washington, D.C. Now, in its 45th year, the nationwide contest is sponsored by the U.S. House and the Congressional Institute. And in other art news, Mountain Valley Arts Council volunteers have installed the 2026 exhibit of local artists' work in Lieutenant Governor Will Ainsworth's office suite in Montgomery, where it will remain on display through May 2026. The exhibit includes work by Cullman artist Howard King. The exhibit features 5 different art mediums and includes artists from across the region. Along with King's 3 wood-turned pieces, the display includes stained glass by Elizabeth Brown of Gunnersville, ceramics by Emily Busby of Gunnersville, a collage by Becky H. Scheinert of Warrenton, and multiple works by M.J. Vernick of Albertville. MVAC says the artwork draws steady attention from legislators and visitors and helps raise the visibility of local artists. Each participating artist will receive a certificate recognizing their work in the exhibit. Students at Cullman City Primary School got a hands-on lesson in the real science behind fictional superpowers When McWayne on the Move Superhero Science visited Friday, made possible through a recent grant. The STEM assembly was held for all kindergarten, first, and second grade students. The grant was secured by CCPS STEM teacher Anna Anderson with support from administrators Dr. Elizabeth Shaddix and Tyler Skinner. Superhero Science is an assembly-style program that uses fast-paced demonstrations and interactive experiments to explore concepts in physical science and chemistry. Organizers say it was chosen to keep early learners engaged while reinforcing key science ideas in a fun, memorable, and age-appropriate way. A new Alabama State surplus property auction opened online Saturday with a wide range of items up for bid, from trucks, boats, and bicycles to electronics, fitness equipment, and office furniture. The Surplus Property Division of the Alabama Department of Economic and Community Affairs will run the auction through 3 p.m. Sunday, February 15th. Listings will be posted on GovDeals under Alabama Surplus. Public viewing and inspections will be available at the Surplus Property Distribution Center in Montgomery, 4590 Mobile Highway, from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Wednesday, February 11th through Friday, February 13th. Bidder information is available through ADECA's public auctions website. ADECA says items are sold as is with all sales final upon pickup. And that's your 4 stories in under 4 minutes. Now for a quick break before we look at the weather ahead and pay our respects with obituaries. I'll be right back after this quick message. Let's take a moment to pause and remember those who lost their lives this week. James Randy Bailey, 68, of Eva, passed away Thursday, February 5th. Visitation will be today from noon to 2 p.m. at Cullman Funeral Home Chapel. Funeral service will follow at 2 p.m. at the funeral home with interment in Etha Cemetery. Glenda Jean Calvert, 87, of Bremen, passed away Thursday, February 5th. Funeral service was Saturday at Hansville Funeral Home Chapel with burial at Ryans Creek Baptist Church Cemetery. Juanita Martin Hipp, 87, of Bluntsville, passed away Thursday, February 5th. Funeral service was held Sunday at Holly Pond Funeral Home with burial at Rock Springs Methodist Church Cemetery in Bluntsville. Linda Marie Boyke, 82, of Cullman, passed away Thursday, February 5th. Visitation will be Tuesday, February 10th from 6 to 7:30 p.m. at Sacred Heart Church with rosary service following at 7:30 p.m. Funeral Mass will be Wednesday, February 11th at 10 a.m. at Sacred Heart Church with burial at Sacred Heart Cemetery. Our thoughts and prayers go out to their friends and families. Now let's take a look at your weather forecast. Today is sunny with a high near 68 and a light southwest wind around 5 miles per hour. Tonight will be partly cloudy with a low around 47 and calm winds. Tomorrow will be mostly cloudy and warmer with a high near 71. Winds stay light out of the southwest, but gusts could reach up to 15 miles per hour. Tomorrow night, showers move in late. There's a 50% chance, mainly after midnight. It'll stay cloudy with a low around 51 and a light west-southwest breeze. And that wraps up today's edition of Cullman Today. Thank you for sharing your morning with us. And remember to stay connected by following us on social media and visiting CullmanTribune.com for the latest from our community. We'll be back bright and early tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. Until then, I'm Christine Wiggins with Cullman Today. Have a wonderful day, Cullman.